Because you don't think about it over time.
No, and you don't think about wiping down your walls, I don't think. Like, that was literally something when I was pregnant with my son that, like, nesting wise, I started wiping down walls, and I don't think I've ever wiped down
You're
walls.
like, because I've seen people take a Swiffer mop and a Swiffer pad and clean their well, if you have like gloss walls, and do that. And then I'm like, once we wiped our walls down and everything, we have flat paint, so it's a little bit harder to get some of those scuff marks out.
Yeah.
The house smells really, really fresh. And like you think like just sweeping and mopping and dusting and all that makes your house smell really fresh. Wipe down your walls with some mild dish soap and a little bit of like mop cleaner.
Probably makes a world of difference.
Taking a name, if you're cold at the door, welcome to the game.
Hi, welcome back to Dear Dilemma. We hope you've had a good weekend. And if this is a weekend for you and you're watching right now, we're hoping you're having a good weekend, because who doesn't love the weekend? Unless you work.
On the weekend. True.
We have a new submission today, and Hannah is going to read that out to us.
So our like topic type thing today is it's all about home maintenance. So what are monthly, quarterly, yearly tasks that you should do in order to keep good maintenance on your home, keep upkeep on it? And we asked ChatGPT for help with this one because we both own homes, but there's a lot on here.
Really?
That it came up with. And I don't do all of these. There are definitely some that we do, but there's a lot.
And I can tell you one that I need to do better at is, I put my house up for sale, but I had to deep clean, and you don't think about like, maybe some people do, but I don't. I like scrubbing down the, like home maintenance baseboards.
I knew you were going to say baseboards. I'm so bad at that.
And I know. And, door frames and walls, even indoors. And now that I've done it, and I'm like, wow, like I'll do it sometimes, but like to the degree that we did that, I was like, wow, it looks so much brighter.
Yeah.
Because you don't think about it over time.
No, and you don't think about wiping down your walls, I don't think. Like, that was literally something when I was pregnant with my son that, like, nesting wise, I started wiping down walls, and I don't think I've ever wiped down walls.
You're like, because I've seen people take a Swiffer mop and a Swiffer pad and clean their well, if you have like gloss walls, and do that. And then I'm like, once we wiped our walls down and everything, we have flat paint, so it's a little bit harder to get some of those scuff marks out. The house smells really, really fresh. And like you think like just sweeping and mopping and dusting and all that makes your house smell really fresh. Wipe down your walls with some mild dish soap and a little bit of like mop cleaner.
Probably makes a world of difference.
But what does Chat have?
Oh gosh. Okay, so it has like
Oh gosh.
it has weekly home maintenance checklist, which is like kitchen and bathrooms.
Yes.
Like wipe down the countertops, sinks, faucets to prevent buildup. Like clean the stovetop, oven door, microwave interior. I definitely need to do that every week. Did I have a hair on?
Yeah, it's okay.
Run hot water and baking soda vinegar to drains to reduce clogs.
Oh, that's a good one.
Check for leaks under sinks. This is weekly. I think that's a lot.
I don't check for leaks unless I know there is a leak, and then I'm figuring it out.
Same. Vacuum carpets and rugs.
Yeah.
I also, this
Clean
is
your
like
couch.
unrelated, but I wash my sheets and change them every week. Like bed sheets.
Yeah.
That's not
what about your, I think, I don't know if it's on there, your couch. It's, if you can get one, I bought a little like spot cleaner.
Like those little green?
Yes.
Like,
and with having dogs, it has good. Like, I mean, I need to do it again, but you don't think, looking on a couch is as, could be as dirty as you think, and then you get one of those.
Yeah.
Especially with having pets or children, and you're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. I don't have pets, but sometimes I'll just vacuum at least.
Yeah, that's
at least vacuum the couch too. It says to sweep and mop hardwood floors, vacuum carpets and rugs, dust surfaces, fans, vents, and baseboards.
I do the vents because the one that sucks in the air gets all the dog hair and your dust, and so I want to make sure those are cleaned out.
I always forget to do ceiling fans, like the top of the ceiling fan. I need to dust more. I need to get a little Swiffer duster.
I have 2 in our house, and I think that was the first time we dusted them in like years because we don't really use them.
Yeah.
So you don't think about
kinda
it.
forget about it.
And really, they weren't that bad.
Oh, that's good.
I was shocked. I was like, oh, this is going to be so nasty. Like, I'm disgusting. And then it was like, not that bad. I was like, oh.
This is so bad. I feel like, okay.
And we're not alone in this.
I know. I was like, I think my house is like fairly clean. But I always forget to dust my ceiling fans until I start seeing the little fuzzy off.
Oh, when it like hangs up, then you're like, oh, whoops, about that.
I need to do that.
Yes.
I definitely don't do it every week like this is saying. Test smoke alarms visually to make
That's
sure
smart.
no red or low battery light is flashing. I think that's
it
good
beeps
weekly
when
one.
it's low.
Yeah. Chat GPT doesn't know everything though.
True. Sometimes you have to make sure. You have to ask again.
Take out the trash. I do that every
I would
trash
hope.
night.
But some there are hoarders out there. Try to get a little bit better.
Oh, water indoor plants. I like that.
I don't have plants, but I water when I go to my dad's every Sunday and water his plants. He's like, good thing you're here because those things would be dead. And I was like, I don't even like plants.
And then it says, do a quick exterior walk around to check for fallen branches, trash, or damage. I think that's a lot for weekly.
That's weekly?
That sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Maybe we should go back to renting.
Maybe.
The inside, yes. But the outside, you don't think about that until like an issue arises or like there's a storm or like gutters. They say to clean those out at least twice a year, especially after the fall and the winter because of the leaves. And I have not done that. I should now that I have a ladder tall enough.
Yeah.
These are things also, as a first-time home buyer, make sure you buy your person a ladder. It's important.
Well, and that was one of the reasons I thought about doing this because I feel like some people that either are new to home ownership or people that even have been homeowners for a long time don't always know all this stuff. Like, especially for prepping for the fall, like winter, spring, different things you should be doing. So I did ask it to do that as well because
We are coming into fall, winter, spring, or winter.
Like, you have to turn off the water spigots. You got to unhook your hoses, like that
I
kind of stuff.
didn't know the hose situation. I think maybe I did and I forgot. And because I'm pretty sure we left our hose on one year and then we got this new one and whatever. And my mom kept saying, you need to unhook your hose and then you lay it out in the yard and wrap it so all the water that's been sitting in it comes out and then put it in your garage. And I'm thinking, why? That's so much work. Can I just leave it up?
But you didn't realize it would like freeze inside there and probably.
Yeah, so I unhooked it and then in my little pea brain, could not figure out how to wrap it. So when you're wrapping it, it would.
Oh, the water would come out?
Yeah, but like, so it would wrap correctly. And I kept going. And finally, my stepdad was like, let me just handle this. I said, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time figuring out how to hold it and then wrap it. So it goes like around.
Like your elbow?
Yeah.
Do you do that with like a extension cord?
I can do it fine with an extension cord, but I could not get it down with this hose. And again, I was probably having a blonde moment.
It happens to the best of us.
I was like, I can't figure this out.
For monthly, it has for appliances to clean the dishwasher filter and run a vinegar cycle.
Don't have one of those.
Don't do that. You don't have a dishwasher at all?
Never had.
Sorry. Clean washing machine filter and run a hot self-clean cycle with vinegar. I don't even know where my washing machine filter is, but I do the clean cycle. Like I do a little tablet that I bought off Amazon and I do clean washer. One. Do you clean your washer with like vinegar or anything?
No, I don't. Cycle? I just got a new one, so I need to see if it has a self-cleaner.
Mine just has a button that it's like self-clean.
I'll have to check.
Clean the dryer lint trap thoroughly. I do that like every load. And then it says to vacuum
because it's fire hazard
with an attachment. I haven't done that.
Yeah. And make sure you also try to do that on your outlet too, because it's a fire hazard. And we've never cleaned it out, even though it's like I could probably just pop the thing off and put my arm in because it's like right there. But we do get at least the little flap doors and make sure those are clean.
And I feel like you should check how long it is because the first house I owned, it was literally like 100 feet, I swear. It went all the way out, and I was like, no wonder it's taking 2 hours to dry my clothes. So we just ran it out to the side and made it like 5 feet, and mine's like helped a lot.
A foot.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
very close.
Yeah.
But sometimes it still takes an hour to dry those clothes.
And you could just take a leaf blower. Blow
Oh,
it out.
smart.
Wipe refrigerator shelves and check for expired food.
Yes. Every once in a while, I will clean that fridge
Yeah.
because I just get in the mood where I'm like, I'm going to clean this baby down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the outside I will wipe. It's stainless steel.
Yeah.
Steel.
Stainless steel.
I'm so tired. Stainless steel. So, anyways, continue.
It says vacuum refrigerator coils every 1 to 2 months if pets. If you,
Well, is that like on the bottom?
I don't know. I guess you got to pull it out. I don't do that.
Huh?
I don't do that.
I clean the bottom of it in the sweeper, and then I take the suction hose because hair does get under there, or like, and then maybe that's the coil. I don't know, but it does get hair and dust. So I do that. I do make sure
You do that.
I do that.
HVAC and air quality. Replace or clean your HVAC air filters every 1 to 3 months, depending on the filter type and pets. That's good.
That one I do twice a year because I hate going into my scary basement, and I always forget. But it's one where you can just like get the hair and gunk off and then spray it and then put it back in.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I also sometimes will buy like several packs at Lowe's. If you buy over like 2, I think you get like a contractor discount or something. So we'll buy like some in bulk and just
Difference between that is Hannah's basement is a nice one where it's not so scary. Mine is a wet basement where it's scary and there's creepy crawlies.
and there's creepy collies.
I don't like it.
Oh my gosh, wipe air vents and registers and check humidity levels. Use a hygrometer. Never even heard of that.
I mean,
Some of these are intense. I'm going to tell you what. Chat GPT,
these are all good ideas though.
GPT. I always say BT, but it's PT. Plumbing and water. Test water softener salt levels. I think that's good. Check toilets for running water or leaks. I feel like if things happen though, like you're gonna know if something's leaking. Inspect under sinks, for moisture.
Maybe like definitely check sinks or things that you may not use as much. Like let's say you have a second or third bathroom you don't really use. You definitely want to check in on those. Like you're not in there a lot. Or let's say you have a bar or kitchen in your basement. Make sure those but you don't really use it. Make sure that's probably not leaking or having any issues. I would say make sure you're running the water to see if it works and all of that.
This also says to test carbon monoxide detectors, inspect fire extinguisher pressure gauge,
Ooh,
which
mine's probably
if
old.
people don't have a fire extinguisher, I feel like that's a really important thing to have like close to your
Mine
kitchen.
I've had since I lived in the house was probably expired. Did they expire?
They do. Actually, my husband just taught me this. I didn't realize that, but they do expire, and if they are expired, they don't have the right pressure.
Oh.
Like when you go to spray, like it just...
Well, maybe when I get a new house, I'll buy a new one.
There you
I'll
go.
probably need it.
Clean the garbage disposal with ice and lemon.
I have heard
Or
that.
ice or with lemon and vinegar.
I have heard like lemon peels
Yeah.
and put them down in there, which you would think would make the garbage disposal work harder, but it does something, I guess.
I didn't know ice. Actually, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And that was for monthly.
That's a lot. Do we have any good ones for yearly?
I was going to say this one's quarterly every 3 to 4 months, but I'm going to skip to yearly. Interior. Have HVAC systems professionally inspected or serviced, like spring
That
for
could be
AC, fall for...
pricey. Oh, no, some people do that to make sure you're heating and air. Like if it's getting ready to be summer, they come over and do just a general inspection and say, okay, nope, you're good for summer. I'm the person that doesn't. And then like I'll wait till the AC doesn't want to kick on, or all of a sudden, and like this year it kicked off and I had to wait like 3 days during the hottest part of the summer for them to replace a part.
That's awful. It's the worst. It also says to inspect chimneys and fireplaces, and have them inspected and cleaned before winter, which if you have a wood burning fireplace, that's really important. We do that.
My dad gets birds in his.
Oh, yeah.
And then they would get in the house and then it was, or bats.
Or like the one you found in the closet. The bird.
I had to help a bird last weekend. It got stuck in a shed and it was trying to get out the window that doesn't open. And so I was like, oh no, I have to help this Poor little baby. I've had a really bad experience with birds this year.
You really have. I was just thinking, like, how many interactions with birds you've
put
had?
a blanket over it and like scoop it up. But then I screamed because it kept getting out of the blanket. So then I had to have somebody come do it for me. And then when the bird got free, it went at my head before it went up. Oh my gosh. It's a whole situation.
Deep clean behind appliances, fridge, oven, washer, dryer. Drain and flush water heater to remove sediment. I have heard that totally helps with the like years.
Longevity.
Thank you. Of the machine. Because our hot water heater just went out not too long ago. We had to replace it. And when they were taken out, they're like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of sediment in the bottom. So,
Oh no.
yeah. Inspect attic and basement for leaks, mold, or pests. Seal tile grout in bathrooms and kitchen. That's probably a good idea. Like behind your sink, where like that clear stuff sometimes peels up. The exterior, inspect and reseal driveway or asphalt, pressure wash concrete.
I mean, some of these are kind of like common sense.
I know. I was just thinking that.
Power wash your house. And, well, if you can.
Yeah. And check inspection or foundation for cracks and service the stain deck or wood features, clean gutters and downspouts.
Yeah, that's what I have yet to do. I've got to do that.
I feel like these are all kind of. Okay. So I wanted to get to like spring and like the seasonal ones.
Yeah.
So, spring, test irrigation systems and sprinklers, which like, okay, who has that? Because we're not bougie. But okay, I guess if you have an irrigation system, check it out. Check exterior drainage. Make sure the water flows away from the foundation. That is important. Inspect the roof after winter storms or hail. It's not on here, but I think hail is important. Open crawl space vents if they're closed during the winter. And again, this is for spring. Fertilize lawn and reseed bare patches. Summer, inspect the deck for loose boards or nails and reseal if needed. Wash windows and screens. Check weather stripping and caulking. Heat can cause gaps. Clean and inspect the grill. Trim trees, shrubs, and for storm preparedness.
What does winter say? Because we're getting ready to get into that.
Do you want fall first?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Fall. Clean and cover the AC unit if not used year-round.
Never done that.
I don't have an AC cover.
Me neither. That's why I said I never done that.
Yeah. I've seen them on other people's houses.
It's been fine.
Service furnace and boiler. Probably just making sure.
Yeah, make sure it's going to go.
Change the ceiling fan direction to clockwise for winter heating. I didn't know that.
Oh.
That's cool. Rake leaves, aerate lawn, and fertilize before winter. Inspect and clean the chimney. Drain and store garden hoses. You already
We've
shared
learned that lesson.
Cover exterior water spigots to prevent freezing. They have we do that every year. We take off our hoses, and then there's these really cool like foam covers that they sell at Lowe's, and you just stick it on there, and you like pull the string, and it just suction cups over the spout.
Oh, well,
Super cool.
never done that. I just let it ride.
And when we were on well water, we used to have to wrap the spigot in like foam so that it wouldn't freeze, because it came out of the exterior of like the ground. So we wrapped all that, and then we would close our crawl space vents and put like hay bales in front of them just to help like
Smart.
protect. Clean gutters after leaves drop.
Yeah.
And get a ladder.
Yeah, but it's cold out at that point.
Well, it's still fall, I guess. It is cold, though. Winter. Check for ice dams on roofs. If you don't know what ice dams are,
Google it.
they're they're those the icicles, and then they build up, and sometimes like in corners and stuff, they cause like a whole ice dam, and then it can pull down your whole entire gutter or parts of your roof.
That is, get those knocked down.
Yes, so knock down your little cute
I know, they're kind of
icicles, and maybe don't eat them or suck on them or have your kids suck on them. Okay. Inspect insulation in the attic and basement. I don't do that. Keep paths and driveways clear of snow and ice.
Obviously,
You can
common
ice it.
sense.
Yep. Test GFCI outlets monthly.
And back to the snow thing, make sure you're shoveling out your sidewalk, at least your property line, because there's kids like if going to the bus stop and whatnot, and I'm sure they don't want to have to walk in like 3 feet of snow. I mean, I don't think it'd be that high, but too much. Like clear the path, because I live by a school, and I always make sure at least my area is cleaned out because I don't want like the poor kids to have to.
Yeah.
I mean, some kids don't wear snow boots.
Yeah, and if you have elderly neighbors, maybe go just like
the mailman
salt their driveway or shovel, or if you have a snow blower.
Yeah, that too. I was going to say also because of the sidewalk, the mailman.
Yeah.
Be kind. They're out there in the freezing cold delivering your mail.
Absolutely. Run ceiling fans clockwise to push warm air down for the winter. So cool. Monitor pipes for freezing and keep cabinet doors open in extreme cold. And I
have heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that, and like even let it drip a little bit when it gets
like
really
negative.
Cold outside.
Yep, cabinets open and let it drip a little bit, at least overnight. I have heard that.
Yep.
Yeah. Let us know what are some random home care that you might have.
Yeah. We covered a lot. Sorry if this was a little bit boring. Hopefully we made it okay.
But home buyers that are watching and or people that own a home or even rent a home, these are good things to know. Because you might not have a thought of some of them.
And if you guys are really interested, I might even be able to have ChatGPT create like a PDF and we can post it on our YouTube channel so you have your own checklist.
Yeah, exactly. So let us know if you have any other kind of fun, interesting things that you do that might help the house stay well maintained. And make sure to follow, like, and subscribe YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Dear Dilemma Official.
And don't forget our QR code. Just screenshot it and hold it down in your photos. It will bring you to SurveyMonkey, and you can enter your own dilemma to us 100% anonymous.
Exactly. So we'll see you next time.